We're on a roll here. So let's move this first inversion up another string, and we're going to start from the root. They'll start from the root because guess what? The root is the third of the relative 6 A minor, which is 6 root 3. So we're not starting like, we're not playing a C here because we're going root 3 6, not root 3 5. We're going, all right? So it's still first inversion, but we're going to put both the top strings through the root, through the warp. So we will find a root on the 4th string. I'm still in C here, 1 2 3 4. All right, and I want to play my pattern for a first inversion. This is from our arpeggio, so it goes 6 root 3, okay, and then up to the 6. So we want to go a major third and a perfect 4th, starting right under the warp. Can't be wrong there. Then we want to go a major third, but we have to warp it up, and then back over to a perfect 4th, just like that little chord there. Now, it sounds like my little brother used to play that a lot. I think it's just a slightly stretched top 3 strings. They're easy to stretch. So that I rendered it out as part of the G minor. Okay, part of the G, little g is G minor. Go up, the minor rule, go up 1 pentatonic letter in the word caged backwards. You're going up now. So cage is a pentatonic scale backwards. So C A G E D is going descending down a pentatonic scale. Now we're going up 1. So G would go to A. That's why the A is there. So it's part of the A shape. So here's the A major shape. Okay, but the chord we were playing is, all right, so really that's an A6 chord kind of thing. I was trying to do Box of Rain, but I guess it didn't happen. So we have that top, this shaped chord here. It's part of an A chord, as you can see. It's in the A box, and if you added that chord, it would be like an A6, okay? Because here's the 5th of that A-shaped C. All right. So that's why it's called an A, and so it's part of a G minor. Now that's more interesting. Let's look at that. How is that part of a G minor shape? Now that's a tough one. Apparently, we get that when we are barring here in the G shape. So we get this G minor thing, but I'm afraid to do that. Hold on. All right, let's look and see this A minor here. We've got root 3 6 there. To go up from root, here's root 3 6. To go up to another root is a minor third, hits the warp, and it's right there. All right, so let's draw that in. So we have an A minor shape. Does this look familiar? All right, so that's an A minor shape. That's how I rendered the A minor there. Now, some of these letters I just put in because they fit into the pattern. On one side of this would be an A minor, on the other side would be an E minor. So I knew that was G. Now I'll show you that on the next chart. We can see that, or perhaps it's on this chart. It is not on this chart. We can peek ahead for a minute and look at where that G minor exists right here. But this is with the D minor, the 2 minor. But anyway, here's a G minor Alright, we don't have that little shape here, but your G minor box is here. As you can see, here's your A minor shape right there. Alright, and then here's your E minor shape there. You know, this is an E minor shape. You can play an E minor. I know some people go, you're not going to play this. Alright, so, you know, by extrapolation, this is a G minor shape. Now we've got it right here, 2, 4, 6. This is the Dorian. Okay, 2, 4, 6, and if you follow it up, then you get 4, 6, 4, 6, 2. All right, and then 2, 4, 6. Okay, so how did we get to that little one right here? I don't even remember what it was, but it's part of that box. You see how it's part of the box? It's part of this box. So here's the G minor box, okay, and here's the. It's actually in this E root box here. Everything's got to have a tripentatonic scale structure within a tripentatonic scale structure, 1, 4, 5. So here's what we were looking at. That's why it's hard to see that that was part of a G minor, because here's our G minor, 2, 4, 6. That's G minor shaped D minor or 2 minor. So in E it would be F sharp minor. This is what we were looking at over here. Okay, so now we know that. Now we know that. And we want to get to this particular chart, because that's the chart I've been working on like for the last day and night, you know, while doing my chores, of course, and maybe thinking about work. Thinking about work. But anyway, when you get to be my age, you know, you think a lot about work before you actually perform it. So that's why this says a G minor. Here's our little G minor way up here. Now let's push it up even one more. Okay, that is the highest we can get. We can't go off the fretboard. No string, no sound. Okay, let's look again at now the second inversion. So that's the end of that story. That's where that G minor was. See, it was the same shape as the D minor. I did the other one in D minor because D minor shares a lot of notes with the half diminished. Okay? And we're going to get on to that half diminished pentatonics. Oh boy. Pentatonics, you know. Pentatonics. There's a pentatonic for the half diminished, if you could believe it, but I don't like it, but I did it. I did the chart for it. So we're going to do that next. So now we're going to do the second inversion shape. Okay, on the next segment, we'll start that in a second. Oh, we're still on the same segment. Okay, so let's do the second inversion shape. Start 3/6 root from the second string. So second string, I'm going to be looking for a 3. My favorite 3 is the E. This is second inversion now. All right, and that's an E shape, as we talked about before. Well, there it is. It's an E minor shaped A minor. E minor shaped A minor. So if you think about it, a fourth down here, it's a fourth up from this guy.